Hey, spat in the ready, okay? Give me another minute.
Hey, this is the shit you should be doing during the week.
Okay.
Come on.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Portuguese Realtor podcast, brought to you by Empire Hyundai, home of great service and great selection. What's going on, everyone? Thank you very much for coming on Facebook again, or however you're watching or listening to this, and supporting the show. Please share, and share again. Helda.
Yes.
Another show.
Another show. I just want to get something right out of the way. Jeff Leary yesterday, in his drunken stupor, called us out for not supporting Fall River Raw.
I got some video.
Whatever it is. Yeah. So we're going to support his show. We're going
I
to
always support his show.
I know, but, beer balls. It's what it is, or vodka balls, whatever you want to call it. So he's probably shit-faced. Free booze, free food, you know what I mean? So we're going to watch Fall River Raw Tuesdays, sometimes at 3:30, sometimes 3:45, sometimes at 3, sometimes at 4, sometimes at 4:30, sometimes at 4:45, sometimes it ends at 6, sometimes it ends at 7, sometimes it ends at 5:30, sometimes at 5:45. So... So just be prepared to clear the whole afternoon for Fall River Raw.
I think it up too bad.
What are you trying to say?
Is that we support Jeff Leary and his show and his
shit show. I mean, his show
and his shows. Actually, our guest today is a co-host of his.
Really?
Yes, Rena.
Why did you
And
do
I'm
that?
I'm going to tell you. All right. It's spelled Renee. So I'm thinking rainy.
But
and then I'm thinking, all right. I told Gilly that, Rainy Brown's coming in, and Gilly thought it was like friggin' turds were going to drop from the sky.
No,
so I'm like, how am I going to? So I asked Taylor, I'm like, what's her name? And she's like, Rena. See, I had to do it again. Gonorrhea. That's the only way I could remember her name.
You tell me, Dr. Rena.
He's got a learning.
Oh, lawyer.
Lawyer, is Dr. Lawyer, not doctor?
No, she's not a doctor.
Okay. No, doctor, lawyer.
No, doctor, lawyer, two different things.
Yeah, it's so Rena.
Not in his book.
Doctors fuck you up and lawyers get your money for it.
So Rena.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Rena.
Rena.
Yes.
Yep. So
I don't need to think of gonorrhea.
So it's like whenever somebody asks you for your social, you say the first 8 numbers in your head and then you finish the rest with the end. Yeah, it's
Rena.
the same thing with her name. So it's Rena.
Awesome.
Rena.
So I say Ghana, and then which is a country, right? It's a country.
I'm dragging it.
But anyway, yeah.
I'm going to be honest, guys. I love doing a show. I usually have the energy, and I bring it to the show. Today I have no goddamn energy at all.
No.
It's been a long day. So
it's already an excuse for the show to suck. It's already an excuse.
So my day today started at 8 o'clock in the morning. I was an hour early because I had a golf tournament for the Day of Portugal.
Oh,
all right, they had a little fundraiser.
It's so bad for you, yeah.
So I was down there with a few guys, a teacher and my son, actually, Tony Rodriguez. It's always fun being around Tony. Kevin Santos from TA Restaurant. Some good guys down there. So, but I showed up an hour early because I thought that the check-in time was at 9. It was at 10. And I thought tea time was at 10. It was at 11.
Yeah.
So I was eating a few extra pop search. You know what I mean? Com queijo. And it's just,
Did you wash your balls before going?
And then the night before, I was with Jeff Leary. I called somebody to come be with me, but they were a little busy. But that's okay. I still went down there and covered the mayoral race and supported.
Supported what?
The show. I wanted the show to be there.
All right, okay. And we appreciate you for that.
But it's all right. I had fun.
Yeah.
It was fun just looking at Jeff Leary.
Oh, my God.
Jeff Leary from Fall River Raw. Jeff Leary.
Yep, Jeff Leary, yeah. Rena, I think she was kind of hesitant about coming on the show. She was a little leery.
Yeah,
coming on the
okay.
show, yeah.
Rena?
Yeah, Rena, yeah. Rena, she was a little leery.
Rena?
On the show.
Rena?
Yeah. Rena, yeah.
Rena?
Yep, Rena. So what'd you do this week, or last week?
Had fun at your birthday party.
Oh, yeah. We went for sushi.
Yeah. I wasn't there.
You like sushi?
I didn't even get the invite.
Yeah.
Supposed to be a friend.
It's the first time I ever ate raw fish.
Wow.
You like Maria?
Tu gostas de Maria
Maria.
like this.
Gilly likes raw
Yeah.
fish. All right, Gilly. Gilly likes raw fish.
Hey, Milton, you like Maria?
I don't
Hey,
know what that is, but it sounds
Maria
horrible.
Kong.
Ei, pá, acho que eu prefiro Maria. O Congo está muito Espanha.
No, last week was my birthday. Nobody here wished me a happy birthday. Thanks for everybody. I appreciate it.
That was the first one.
But you didn't do it on the show.
I did on Facebook.
Facebook.
It doesn't
Yeah,
mean
you
nothing
didn't do it
once
on the
it's
show. No fucking cake.
That's why. You know, by
No
the
Gilly
cake.
jumping out of a cake.
I don't want to see that anyways.
All right. None of that. No happy ending. Nothing.
É, a gente hoje em dia tem que dar o coisa pelo Facebook por causa as pessoas já não dão parabéns quando estão com elas.
O gajo pode ter mesmo lote e aquilo lá pro Facebook, não é?
Yeah, eu gosto de estar lá de vez de dizer parabéns. Não, se não fizer por Facebook, não me deixes os parabéns.
Yeah, that's right. It's got to be Facebook official. That's the Portuguese for Facebook official.
For what?
For what? But no, Erica, my girlfriend Erica, she took me to Saj. It was very nice. She got me
Quite a few plugs today.
2 cups of noodles. You know, the instant noodles. It was a joke, but I love them. So she did that. She got me some Reese's Pieces. Obviously, she wants to fatten me so nobody's attracted
Reese's
to me.
penis?
Yeah. Yeah, she wants to fatten me up so nobody finds me attractive, which she shouldn't have to try too hard. But, yeah, so. Another thing. Oh, we got our phones going.
Nice.
We want somebody to fucking call.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. Like, I don't even care if it's to tell us to shut the fuck up. Just give us a call. We got this going. I think we might get a booty call today. What do you think, Rena?
I think you might.
Yeah, I think we're going to get a booty call.
I'll let you handle that call. But it would be nice. If anyone wants to call in, you can see the phone number there on the screen. It's 774-322-1586. Ask Gilly something. I mean,
yeah,
we
ask him
want
anything.
you to ask Gilly whatever.
Whatever
and
you
he
want.
will respond to you. So, I mean, come on. I mean,
Whatever
what do you
you
got to
want.
lose? You know what I mean?
Yep.
The number's right there.
Like how he washes his belly button if he uses like a bottle brush or something like that. I don't know if he uses that shit. But this is scary. This is scary.
Oh, la
Press the
vaillante,
thing.
la
Hello,
vaillante.
Boom.
To accept, press 1.
To accept.
Okay,
Your
we accept it.
baseball.
Okay.
What kind of technology we have here?
Never
All right.
mind that.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, see, you guys already fucking up. I said call and say something. Don't just call and hang up.
See, that's all right.
Hey,
Yeah, there you go. Whatever.
Someone got a little, they got the cold feet.
Brigadier.
I can see why, because, Gilly does intimidate some people. So
I
that's all
know,
right.
huh?
Maybe they'll
Hey,
they'll get
hey,
the balls.
What's the name of the actor that plays Aquaman? He looks like the Portuguese version. Look at his hair and shit.
Jason Momoa.
hey, he's called Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa. Hey. Eu gosto de arranjar.
Hey, doesn't he though? Look.
Look me.
Hey, how about, is that the same guy that played the chubby dude on Lost? Remember Lost?
No.
You remember the show Lost?
No,
Yeah.
He looks
what
like
else
him.
was he on? He
Yeah,
was on Game of Thrones, right?
I wish he was on this right
This moment I like the trolls. Nice look.
Nice look. But
That's
he
a
does
nice
look like Jason Momoa. Jason Momoa. That's your new
Momoa.
name. Jason Momoa.
Hey, you know what? They can't all be sexy like him. So,
Oh, yeah.
He's ours.
Sexy, yeah?
So,
Oh, yeah.
especially the way that.
Oh, agora que você...
Go with it.
Call from.
Okay. Fala comigo.
Hello.
I can hear birds back there.
Hello.
Maybe I'm good. Huh?
Hello. Turn it up, Milton. Who's this?
You said you wanted somebody to call, so I called, and I think I hung up the first time.
That's all right.
Yeah, you
That's
did
all
it,
right.
and we talked shit.
Hey, what's your name? You don't have to give us your last name, but what's your name?
Yeah, I think so.
I can't really hear you.
Yeah, we suck.
Yeah, Milton.
We're still working on this
Yeah, we're
technology.
still working on there.
Can you hear us at all?
Ah, there you go.
All right,
beautiful.
there we're good. Okay,
So we just want to know what your first name is. You don't have to give last names, just so we know what to call you.
You there now?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. All right, now we got you. Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
All right.
Perfect.
What is your name?
Tim O'Connell.
Oh, hi, Kim. How are you?
Okay. You said have somebody fucking call you, so I'm calling.
All right, you're fucking calling. Yeah. And you're swearing. You fit right in.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. That's somebody. And you know what? And I met you once.
So sweet.
And I met you once.
That's because she doesn't know you.
I think I wish you happy birthday on Facebook too.
Oh, yeah.
See,
yep,
it's
you
official.
did.
Then
Yeah.
it's official. That's it. It's
Yeah, you
official.
did. I got these assholes over here who don't even acknowledge it. Hey, not even
Hey,
a
I
card.
wouldn't even known if, like, without
They're
freaking
guys.
Facebook.
And that's your first cousin right there. I know. That's pretty sad.
Yeah, it's a fucking
What's your
mess.
question, Kim? What's going on? What's on your mind?
Well, we're all going to that bingo thing on Saturday. Are we all meeting for dinner or what?
Oh, what the?
Well, we got me and Gilly. I don't know if you want to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll talk about that. I thought you had a question for Gilly. Come on.
Yeah,
Oh,
like,
Gilly.
yeah, we could, it all depends on what time. It starts at 6, right?
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
the doors open at 7. She
Yeah.
reserved us a table, so.
Awesome.
All
yeah,
right,
we'll
G-
definitely talk.
You
Yeah.
have one question for me?
Oh, boy.
A question for you. You watch The Simpsons?
The Simpsons? Yeah, the Bart Simpsons.
The
He's learning.
The Bark Simpson.
Bart Simpsons.
Kim, thank you very much for calling in, guys. That's how it works. Just
Good
like
night.
that. You know, just, call in, man. Think of a good question for Gilly. Something that's going to add to the show. So,
Yeah, like how he washes under the rolls and shit
Oh,
like
why you
that.
watch my shirt?
Oh yeah, look at his shirt. Oh
so
yeah,
we're
look
gonna
at his
talk.
shirt.
We're going to talk about his shirt. Again, not everyone can be sexy like him. But
Yeah, no shit.
So there is a little. Since I got you here, you mind if I go to the first thing I'd like to talk about? It's about Machine Gun Kelly. Everybody heard of Machine Gun Kelly? You know who Machine Gun Kelly is?
Yeah, I
Everyone
really
knows
don't
who
pay
he
too
is?
much attention to him. I try not to.
All right, so we got this guy, man, and he's praised by many young girls now. There you go. You can see this picture there up on the screen. I mean, he's got a very manly look to him. Not really.
And his girlfriend's got a toe for a thumb.
Look at his nails. He's got better looking nails than his girlfriend, Megan Fox.
It's a lot of cocaine.
Who's a good looking woman,
right, Rena? It's a lot of cocaine with those nails.
mean,
The girl
Yeah.
is nice. The guy is
But
bad.
let's get to the next picture there. What is that?
I don't fucking know.
Can you
White,
imagine
white,
if we
white.
dressed like that? That's what women like? Like, really?
lot of white.
A lot of white.
And he's-
according to Gilly.
And I don't know
Yeah.
about you, but I think that guys are getting a little bit more feminine now. Than I mean, I think guys were just more masculine.
Yeah.
I think they're getting very feminine.
Yeah.
And I think the girls like that. I don't know. Show me the next picture. Now, this one I would get a blush if I.
What is that? Is he wearing a dress?
If I,
Is he wearing a fucking dress?
I think we used that.
I
Well,
think-
not us. I think the women used that in the Psison back in the 1980s. The Holy
Is that
Ghost
like
feast.
Mrs. Doubtfire for like
Dude,
2021?
my aunt wore that outfit back in the 70s.
Really?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Look at that.
Fucking
That's-
pearls and all. Check
that's
out that
just
fucking guy.
Weird,
Fucking
dude.
shit. Oh my god.
All right, get to the next picture, buddy. There you go. Look
Okay.
at the size of his nails, dude.
It's this.
His nails are huge. They're like this long.
Dude, I'd fuck him.
That is a manly man. Now, all I want to say is that I just want the listeners or the people watching
watchers,
on the podcast
Viewers.
to know
Viewers, yeah. thank
viewers
you.
exactly. Again, words I'm not.
And that's
good
a guy with a
I'm
third-
not an
with-
English major,
And that's a guy
you
with
know?
a third grade education fucking showing you up.
I'm not going to pretend I have it.
School dropout.
I'm not going to pretend I have a degree. I know that's been talked about, but that's okay. So if you go to the next picture, this is a man. Next picture. This is a man.
This is
There
Clint
you go.
Eastwood.
See?
My dad grew up idolizing this guy, just like Milton's dad.
This is a strong
That's a
man.
guy. And now look at him when he's like 90 years old. He's still more manly than Machine
you know
Gun
what?
Kelly.
You know what? Our mothers still flick the bean to him.
Now, before we get to the next guy, all right? The next guy, everyone knows who he is. The guy is the man of mans.
No shit.
But in his earlier days, which Milton will put it up there right now, he kind of looked like You remember George Silva
Holy shit!
and George Ferreira?
Hey, who is that?
That's Sylvester Stallone.
It looks like my father when he. Hey, when we had the processions, the only thing that's is the ribbon candy on
Dude,
his
but
chest.
that guy would
the
still
only thing
beat
that's
the
missing.
shit out of Machine Gun Kelly. Right
Oh,
there.
the fuck the clothes.
Milton, show the next picture. Now look at this.
Wow, look at that guy.
Everybody knows him there. Right?
Look at that guy. Hey, all that muscle, and he lost his balls because of it.
And even Sylvester Stallone in his 70s will still kick Machine Gun Kelly's ass. Look at that dude.
Look at
He's
that
still
guy.
ripped
Oh,
like
I
shit,
see.
dude.
Holy shit! Hey, look at those veins. That's a junkie's
much,
fucking
too
dream
much.
right there. Look at that shit.
Now, if I was to pick the men of all men, all right, to me, Unos.
O da Jane.
Hey, he fucking hunts his own food. Look at that.
He's the man.
That is the man of all men right there.
See, the gilly gilly.
Isn't that the sound of turkey mix anyway? Gilly, 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 gilly,
He's the
gilly, 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 gilly.
Portuguese man.
Hey, there you go.
Man. Oh yeah.
Honestly, we don't care how much he stinks. He's still sexier than fucking.
See,
Fucking machine gun
see,
killer.
I have two questions. People call, why more like guys over here? This is me.
I know. Look at you.
Yeah, tell people. Call him, tell them. You beautiful guys, not the shitless guys.
Gilly, if my dick could make it past your ass cheeks,
See,
I'd hit that shit.
we zijn nog Cristiano Ronaldo.
Retired.
Hey, I'm new Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo.
When he lets himself go.
All right. Now we're running into Rena's time.
It's all right.
We're running into
I
Rena's
had
time.
2 more stories. I
Okay,
wanna
go ahead,
talk
okay,
about.
okay.
We'll definitely give Rena her time.
Okay. I
Absolutely.
just want to go out on top.
Take your time.
And the only reason why I want to go over this with you is because you could definitely add to this. Not for any particular reason, but you know. So there was a little story that I had.
Okay.
If I can find the fucking page.
I know, what the fuck?
Sorry, I take notes. It's kind of weird, you know what I mean? But so this is a story I came across. All right, this dude who broke a record, Guinness World Book of Record, for going to like 51 bars in 24 hours.
Really?
He went to 51 bars in 24 hours. So the dude was British.
That's no fucking record. Nobody's gone with my parents and visit family for
see?
Christmas.
That's my question.
We'll get to
we
that
got
story.
somebody else. Yeah, we got somebody.
We'll get there.
Hello?
Hello,
Bom
quem é
dia.
que fala, faz favor?
1. To send a voicemail, press
Oh,
2.
voicemail da porra.
Press one.
Oh, faz favor, quem fala?
Good night.
Hey, I want to know about the guy Gilly. I want to know if the blingers smell like pinta suja.
Pinta suja. Oh,
Yeah.
my God. It's
Hey,
bacalhau.
does it smell raw?
Smell bacalhau.
Smells like my mama's pussy.
I know, dude. I know. I've smelt it. Oh, he just hung up.
Gansakan.
See, and I was leery on answering that phone call.
That's all right. He's
Uh,
probably like 12 beers deep.
12, dude, 12 wouldn't even, dude. That's not even enough to fill his belly button. Never mind his freaking
One
getting
month.
drunk.
For belly buttons.
One month.
Because we got what's called, they're not belly buttons, they're called reservoirs.
Oh,
They're called reservoirs. But anyway, okay, go ahead.
All right, so I'm going to talk about the story. So you can see the gentleman's face up there. He's from Britain.
No shit, look at him. He looks like fucking.
He broke the world record, which was, the Guinness World Record, which was visiting 51 pubs
How ironic is that? It's a Guinness
in
record.
24 hours. Had a drink at every one, but it wasn't a beer. That's why I
fucking
think that he
bullshit.
shouldn't even fucking get it, because he had 4 beers. Out of 51, he had 4 beers. So the other pubs where he either had a juice or a diet soda. Like, what the fuck is that?
Hey.
You shouldn't even get that record.
Hey,
I hate to say
51 pubs. When I used to go visit family on Christmas, it was about 60, 70. Seriously, like that ain't shit. Like, and why even have a record for
Why
that?
say 51 pubs? You should just say 51 establishments.
That's just fucking.
If you go to a pub, you're going to go there to drink. Like, you're having juice and diet soda. Wasn't even a regular
she's
soda.
nice. She's nice.
Whatever.
I
But
drink
he's got
diet
the Guinness
juice.
World Book of Records.
Hey,
because-
he drinks diet juice.
Yeah.
What the fuck is diet juice?
A lot of water.
Diet juice.
Hey, he peed a lot though because he
Oh,
had
what
to drink.
the fuck?
He had to drink at least 6.3 ounces at each place. That's
Yeah,
to make the record.
Yeah,
So-
but that's not a dude. I can say I went. Why does it have to be a pub? I could have gone to fucking high schools and had.
You can switch the
friggin-
next picture, buddy. There he is. See, with his buddies. His buddies Sapone, they all have T-shirts to be extra gay, but that's okay.
So stupid.
So gay.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's just not right. That's not a record.
So the next story, they say it was a man in Turkey, but
Oh, that's Gilly.
I think it was Jeff Leary because the story starts out with drunk man reported missing. So you got this drunk guy who he went out drinking with his friends. He kind of broke away from them, and when they noticed that he wasn't around, they couldn't find him anywhere. So they actually had a search party out for the guy. I mean, to the likes of more than 100 people looking for this gentleman.
Yeah.
They looked for hours and hours. And all of a sudden, the guy must have woke up. He probably walked into the woods. He wakes up and he joins his own search party. So they're calling his name, and he's shouting out his own name.
What the
and he
fuck?
didn't realize that he was calling out his own name until someone in the search party is like, "He's right here."
Hey, was there a reward? Should have hit him upside the head.
And there he is, right there with the the rescue guys. He's the lost looking dude there.
Dude, what country is that?
It was in Turkey, India. I don't know. Where
It
the
says
fuck was
Indar.
So maybe it was India. I don't know.
He was Indar Woods.
I remember reading the story, but India, Turkey, it's somewhere out there.
Yeah.
But I swear it's probably Jeff Leary.
Probably.
But we're gonna go to a quick break, guys.
And then we're gonna have Rena come on.
Is it Rena or Reina?
Reina.
Rena, gonna Rena. It's Rena.
Reina.
So yeah, when we get back, guys, we're gonna talk to Rena, and it's gonna get a lot worse than this.
Oh shit! It's just started.
Welcome back to the show, guys. The Portuguese Realtor podcast brought to you by Empire Hyundai, home of great service and great selection. And
Rock.
and brought to you by Fall River Raw. Because
River Raw.
we don't want Jeff Leary mad at us. So every opportunity we get, we're going to mention Jeff Leary. Fall River Raw, Tuesdays at 4:30, 4:37, 5 o'clock, 4:45.
Sometimes on Thursday, sometimes on Monday.
Every day. Every week.
Hey,
every
but he
month.
was there yesterday. He might have been a little tipsy, but he was there yesterday to promote his show and to show that he's covering, Mr. Coogan. And he actually hit it off because I seen him talking a lot with former mayor, Mr. Lambert. So those guys hit it off a little bit. They might have both been drunk.
Jeff knows. Jeff's like shit. He is everywhere. Okay.
Hey, here we go. And I'd like to introduce to you to my left, we have Attorney Rena Brown. She's
Rena
over on
Brown.
105 Bank Street in Fall River, Massachusetts.
Bam. Bam.
Boom.
You have the right to remain silent. Use it.
And
That's free. That's on the house.
and I'd like to also say that she is a criminal law,
Criminal
family
defense,
law, probate. What else?
You know, baby mama drama, baby daddy drama. No immigration law, but if you have immigration issues, get yourself an American-made spouse.
He's all set. He already did that.
You lawyer, no? Because,
He's all set. He
my
already did
lawyer.
that.
My lawyer. I don't have lawyers. So.
That's
I don't
okay.
have problems.
You still don't have a lawyer. I tell you that right now.
Thank God I know.
Thank God.
I don't have problems.
Yet, honey. The operative word is you don't have problems yet.
Thank God.
But I'm actually excited for the show because I actually watched the whole show that you were on, the last one that Jeff Lurie did, and it got a little.
We're nuts.
It did. I mean, if no one's seen it yet, you got to go to Eric B. Media, go to his Facebook page, and scroll down till you get to Fall River Raw. It was 2 episodes ago, and just watch that show.
Because we're crazy and we don't care, and there's no filter, and there's no FCC governing the content or how we talk.
So it's just all out there.
If you give crazy people microphones, they'll talk.
And Mike's on that show too. Sorry, I didn't plug
People
Mike.
talk.
Mike's on there also.
Oh yeah,
I
Mike.
see Mike.
Mikey.
He grabs the mic, actually. He thinks like he's a rapper or something. He like grabs it over here, grabs it over there. It's like this mic's all over the place. That's why when I get here, the thing's loose. I noticed during the show the thing was like all soft. It would never stay up for him. I don't know.
People
If you have a soft
I'm just playing,
microphone,
Mike. We love
Steve,
you, buddy.
you might want to talk about the little blue pill.
I was talking about
I'm no
Mike.
doctor. I'm just a lawyer,
about
but
Mike.
that's beyond my area of degree.
Your expertise.
I don't know. I mean, I've known a dick or two.
Yes, people have one question. Call
Attorney Rena Brown.
Rena, talk.
If you have a problem with, stiffness,
Anyway.
Steve
Wow,
wanted
I
to
come
share
from a
about his
cigarette break
limp
and all I hear is-
microphone issues.
So the lip microphone issue, yes. It wasn't my issue. I saw it on the Raw, Fall River Raw, where Mike's Mike kept going down. It was very flaccid that day.
Steve, if that's your story, I would stick to it. But
I'm gonna
if
stick
you're
to
going
it.
to start blaming Mike about your mic,
You pick it up. You touch this.
I think Gilly has all the answers to your issues.
I'm gonna. Gilly is actually when you first walked in. Gilly, actually, I think he got a little chubby because
No, he's been chubby for a long time.
a little chubby in his pants. I wanted to say
Okay, Gilly.
because when you walked in, he said the first thing he said was, "Wow, she wear my color."
Oh, yeah, no.
I wore pink because I thought that because this was like the Portuguese Realtor show, that pink is a Portuguese color because what Portuguese man doesn't like pink, right?
I like pink.
Don't you guys
My
like
wife
pink?
likes
Yeah, we
pink.
do, but we're-
People like pink.
I love
Listen,
Your shirt, I like your shirt. Your sweatshirt.
I know Gilly was peeking in my window when I was getting ready, and he said, "I hope she puts that pink shirt
She's
on."
not my shirt.
Oh, that's your girlfriend. That's his girlfriend's shirt. I know. You got to think pink to get it
all
right.
right, we have a few questions for you.
Go ahead, shoot.
So, the people want to know.
I'm getting hot. And the last show, I hate to interrupt, but the last show I tuned in and Helder had no shirt on. I said, I'll be damned if I'm going to go on that show and take my shirt off. And somebody said, well, he was kind of drunk. Well, you know something? I've been known to take my shirt off. I'm not drunk.
The views just went from like 25 to 80.
I'm dying.
But the first question we have for you is, who is Rena Brown?
Who is Rena Brown? I was, how does Steve Martin start out that show? I was born a sharecropper's son, but I'm not. So Rena Brown, I'm a lawyer in Fall River. Actually, before I became a lawyer, I was in the entertainment industry. I was a self-employed entertainer in Fall River. I'm an active member of recovery programs. I don't drink. I don't get high because I'm in recovery. I'm in recovery from substance and alcohol. I don't know how to stop at one. I'm one of those people that you never wanted to drink with ever again.
Yeah, drink water.
Yeah. So I got clean at 27. I had some kids. I went back to school. I became a lawyer, and I love Fall River. So I'm active in Fall River, the recovery programs that they have here. Nice. Fall River has some great programs for people who want to get clean, and I give back. I do a lot of pro bono work, a lot of court-appointed work. Actually, this building is famous in my life. It's one of the buildings that we would frequent in the self-employed entertainment business.
You have the escritor?
I know that I like you, Gilly.
No.
But it's going to cost you extra.
You want some of an office.
You have an office.
I got an office down at just down the street on Bank Street. I brought you guys some presents.
Awesome.
I brought you some face masks that have my phone number and address on it. And on the top line is not guilty with a question mark. Call attorney Rena Brown.
There you go.
Yeah.
We'll
Awesome.
help you. So
Thank you.
I got presents for everybody.
Awesome. I love it.
I brought
Thank
presents,
you.
okay?
I love it.
But I'm Greek by origin, but I'm not that Greek. But they say beware Greeks
I watched
bearing
the last
gifts.
show. I know
yeah,
what that
yeah. Okay. Not that Greek, Gilly, I said.
Yeah.
Not that Greek.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now, can you talk about cases?
Yeah, sure. I can talk about cases.
As long as you don't talk about names, correct?
Yeah, you can talk about cases. All of them are always in the newspaper, right?
You're right.
They're always in the newspaper.
So what is one of the most heinous crimes that...
Heinous. I don't like heinous. I don't even like talking about heinous crimes. You know what's a crime right now? The fact that Gilly and I wore the same colored shirt. That's a fucking crime.
That's why. I like this shirt, too.
No, you like this shirt, too. You know, it's not the shirt you like. I know that.
Yeah.
I know you like this shirt.
Yeah.
Get that finger an inch closer, Gilly. Get it closer.
You have another shirt?
It's going to cost you $20 just for a finger poke.
You have another shirt?
I don't, but is this one going to come off, too?
I think he wants you to...
I think that's how this is rolling. I think this show just went from like PG-13 R. It's going to end up X soon.
Never started PG-13.
Oh no, it never started out PG-13.
You guys want to be alone? But no.
Alone is extra.
What's the most heinous crimes
Heinous.
that one of your clients were ever accused of?
I was representing two women, and one was a Yankee fan, and one was a Boston Red Sox fan, and the Boston Red Sox fan caught a beating from the Yankee fan. And in my book, I'm a big Red Sox fan. I am not a Yankee fan. And I was not only disappointed, I didn't want to represent the Boston Red Sox fan who lost that fight. For me, I take that shit personal. If you can't take a beating and give a good beating over your disagreement in sports, I don't even know why you're fighting.
It's true. You're right.
So I don't like those. I don't like those kind of fighting. I don't like child abuse crimes. Those bother me, so I don't really take them. I like the sex crimes. I like it when some chick gets caught cheating on her boyfriend and tries to tell the boyfriend the guy raped her. You know what I mean? Especially when there's 40 naked pictures back and forth between her and 10 other guys.
But now it's rape.
But it's rape.
Yeah. And you know what? And that's...
In Fall River, we call that, foreplay. Fall River foreplay. Fall River foreplay. Nothing says I love you like a restraining order, right, guys?
And that was actually a later question I was going to ask you. Is there any type of crime that you wouldn't defend?
The kids stuff. I don't like the kids stuff. Who wants to put, but let me just put this. Criminal defense is about protecting people's legal rights to the process. Right. I don't have to like what you're accused of. I don't even have to like you. But I have to love the right that America is a democracy based upon the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. And you know what that law of the land says? It says you're allowed to have a trial by a judge or a jury. You're allowed to have a lawyer if you're charged with a crime. You're allowed to be free from somebody kicking in your door and searching your shit without probable cause or a warrant. So, people say it all the time. How can you defend that fucking scumbag, blah, 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 blah. Because I believe that when soldiers go fight wars for democracy,
There's a reason.
they're fighting for that Constitution and the Bill of Rights.
100. Yep.
And if I don't defend, even a scumbag's right to the process, what kind of American am I? Yeah. We all want to lock everybody up accused of crimes and throw away the key. We don't want to give them a process. I'm in the middle of it right now. And, everybody deserves the benefit of the process.
Very good. No.
Time for family.
Yeah, you want to have a baby with me, Gilly? Is that what you're saying? So I got to tell you something. I'm 61. I know I'm hot. I got my ovaries. I got a uterus. But if you think for a minute my eggs are, ready for that shit, they're not.
Yeah, you practice gymnasio?
You want me to do some push-ups?
The gym?
I ain't doing any push-ups.
Yeah, because you look nice.
No, I'm in good shape. Oh, I'm a breeder, Gilly. I'm a breeder. You get that
61,
right. 61. I'm hot.
I don't believe.
I know.
I don't believe.
I believe. You no believe? I believe.
Wow, she's hot.
The Portuguese guys love this bum.
Yeah,
I know.
I love that.
I get it.
Mr. Leary put, she got my level 3 knocked down to level 1.
Yes, yeah. One of my favorite people is representing Leary because he's a sex offender of the level 5 category.
And I was going to ask you that. I was going to say, how many times you defended that man?
You only have 3 levels of sex offenders in Massachusetts. Leary's a 5. And quite frankly, like the other day, he's within 100 yards of a zoo. Leary, you can't come 10 feet within animals you're not related to. Again, you're going to get locked up. The court, I say it all the time, Leary, the court told you cannot come within 10 feet of dogs, cats, and other exotic animals that you are not related to without supervision.
Why? Was he like...
Yeah, like animals. Yeah.
So he's
a sick guy.
He's into bestiality.
Exactly. Ask Leary. He's going through withdrawals because the cat left with the daughter. The daughter got custody of the cat. But I've seen it happen all the time. So, again, Leary's going to be in trouble again. He goes near any zoos and, without supervision.
This probably relates to Leary. Now,
All of it does.
Have you ever had a case that you were sure of winning and you ended up losing it?
Every single one of fucking Leary's cases. Okay? I listen. This is a true story, and because this is the Portuguese Realtor, I'm going to tell you 2 Portuguese-related stories. Right? My favorite little old Portuguese guy. He doesn't speak a lick of English. I don't speak a lick of Portuguese. I get appointed to him because he has an OUI. The Portuguese guys, they like to go to the bar, have a cachaça, the Vino Verde, right? Right? Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Right? Cerveza, right? You have 1, but a Portuguese 1 is like an
10.
American 10, right? Yeah. And a Portuguese 1 is like a 15 Leary, right? So it's 2 a.m. and he gets stopped for, blasting a red light, going up on a curb, right? And it's 2 a.m. and he's the only guy on the road. And he was like 50-something years old, little old man. He looked older than he was. And clearly
That's
he
the
doesn't.
alcohol.
Right, it's the alcohol. And the police officer, where are you coming from? Well, I'm just going to the store. Well, why are you out at 2:30 in the morning? He wants to tell the officer he's going to have espresso with anish, right? And I'm like, okay. We decide to go to trial because he can't get it through his head that if you are drinking, you can't drive your car down the street. Never mind, blast through a red light, go up on the curb, take a cab like Gilly does.
That's right.
That's why I don't drive.
Gilly,
my wife drive.
You don't even walk when you're drunk. I know. You get like
I'm
an
not
escort.
drunk. I'm not drive. My wife is drive.
You've just about been able to talk. Never mind. Right. I get it.
That's why I
Gilly, it's why I don't drink. It's why I don't drink.
I don't drink. I drink water.
We go to trial. The officer testifies, listen, I see this car. It's driving down the street. It's 2:30 in the morning. It goes up on the curb. It blows off the red light. I talk to the guy. He tells me he's out for an espresso. 2:30 in the morning. Where the fuck are you getting an espresso, right? That's the guy's story. We're going to stick with it. I have to put the guy in the stand because, like he's a little old man. He's kind of sympathetic. He had a lot of medical issues. He wants to tell his version of the story. A lawyer can tell you all day long. I don't think you should tell anybody anything, right? You have the right to remain silent. Please fucking use it. You know, how do you say kalabuka?
That's it.
Kalabu.
Kalabu.
Call a motherfucking buka, okay? Right? Call a motherfucking buka, Gilly.
What is
But
this?
this guy wants to take the stand. The little old man, he gets on the stand and he gives his name and he tells the story. And, you know, he's kind of convincing until he leaves the jury box and it's the middle of the day. This motherfucker falls down, rolls over. He trips.
The nips come flying out of his pockets.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you something.
Get the fuck out of here.
The jury deliberated for 5 minutes, came back guilty.
Hey, caraças.
Hey, carai.
Então, é cachaça de pedreiro.
Kashasha. And that guy was not getting any more kashasha that day.
Yeah,
Right?
cachaça de pedreiro.
That sucks.
You
Yes.
look
Well, I can flip that also, and maybe this does relate to Leary too, because
Yeah.
like you said, everything relates to Leary.
Everything relates
But
to
I mean, have you ever had a case where you were, you thought you were going to lose and you ended
And I
up winning?
won. All the ones that came back not guilty. all Larry's case. Every case that, you know, it's, if you have a jury trial and you get a not guilty, you're scratching your head going, what were they talking about? You get a jury trial, they come back guilty, you scratch your head going, what are they talking about? You know, you're never allowed to know what the jury talks about, you know, because jury deliberations are top secret. You know what I mean? And you don't ever get to know what they've said or what they talked about. There's nobody in there. Even the court officer isn't even in that room. It's just the jurors. And you always sit back and wonder, what the fuck were they thinking? O.J. Simpson, classic example. We all knew that motherfucker killed those people, right?
We all know that.
We all know. All of America knew O.J. killed those two people.
That's right.
Yeah.
Jury comes back not guilty.
Jenny's.
Was the glove?
What kind
It
of
was the
shit is
glove.
that?
It was the glove.
You know that, and do you know how many of us after that used, if the glove don't fit, you must acquit. If the rubber don't fit, it ain't his kid.
That's Larry's
we
wife.
use it all the
Say
time.
hello to Larry's wife.
Yeah. Hi,
I'm
Phil.
sorry.
Hi,
I'm sorry.
babe.
That's
Hi,
Gilly,
Phil. How are
Gilly's
you?
wife.
Oh,
Gilly's wife.
Gilly.
Sorry. Gilly's wife.
Gilly's wife. Hi, honey. She's like, I'm killing that bitch. Because my husband's not giving her $20.
No, fix that.
If my husband, if she's dropping
she
off
actually
money,
came and dropped
she's
off
dropping
money,
off
yeah.
money for Gilly. Ah, this is everything. You can't make this shit up.
You know what? What school did you go to?
Roger Williams.
Roger Williams.
I had 3 kids. I was single mother. I'm a breeder. I happened to pick baby daddies that might not have been brain surgeons, right? You know, if I'm guilty of anything, it's falling in love with some broke-ass motherfuckers.
Now I'm asking you what college you went to because I wanted to give a shout out to my daughter Savannah Mello because her and her classmates or her dorm mates, they're at Merrimack College right now, are watching this. So
They're
probably all
watching this
freaked-
with a
they're
bunch of
probably all
boys in the
freaked
room,
fuck out right
sucking on bongs and blasting down Narragansett,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure
Shout
that-
out Savannah. Just listen, Savannah. No, the boys have got to leave the room because nothing good happens after midnight, right?
But what made you choose to be a criminal defense lawyer?
Criminal. That's people ask all the time. One, independent, self-employed entertainers don't make a lot of money after a certain age. I don't care what your talents are. If you are a self-employed entertainer, you're not going to make money after a certain age. And I said, what do I want to be? And everybody should think about going back to the basics. And someone said to me, what did you want to be when you grew up? Well, when I was real little, I wanted to be a horse. You like horses, Gilly?
Oh, yeah.
Me too.
Some Michael
Oh.
Lauro.
Oh, hung like a horse.
Yeah.
My favorite saying.
The guys tell me you
Oh, that
pick
you
it up
are.
one
Yeah. Well, the
horse for
guy
me.
said the same thing.
Yeah.
I found out I couldn't be a horse, and I grew up watching Perry Mason. Now, you're too young for Perry Mason.
I'm 46.
Well, Perry Mason was on black and white TV, and he was the coolest
I know he
cat
is.
in the room. And he would, I remember growing up, and he was on TV, and he was smart, and he always was there for the underdog. And, the last 5 minutes, he would walk in the courtroom and save the day. And I just thought there was something about lawyering from that show that made me feel like lawyering helps people that need help, right? And so I was like in my late 20s. I was the single mother of 3 kids. Entertaining, was kind of winding down. And I said, I'm going to go back to school. And I got my bachelor's at BCC. Shout out to BCC. It's a great, great, great community college right here in Fall River with branches, with, satellite campuses everywhere. And then I said, all right, I got to get my bachelor's. And I went and got my bachelor's. I was an English major. I was a history major, English minor. I was a geek, a book geek. And then at the end of that, I was like, what do you do with that, degree? And that's when somebody said to me, well, what did you want to be when you grew up? And I said, I always wanted to be a lawyer. And they said, well, you're not going to know. I thought I was too old. When I graduated with my undergrad, I was in my late 30s. I had 3 kids, and I was like, law school. I'm never going to be able to do law school. I'm 37. And they said, well, you'll be 41 when you graduate from law school. You can be 41 with your, Juris Doctorate or 41 without it. You decide.
That's right.
And I went back to school, and the rest is kind of history. I sat for the bar. I passed it in 2 states. But, my story is not, I didn't do it. I had parents that helped me with my kids. I was a member of 12-step fellowships. And there were people in there that loved and cared about me to help me with my finances and where I lived and getting places and watching my kids, study nights, taking tests, all that. I didn't have a social life. When you commit to do something, I didn't have like a steady boyfriend or, I wasn't going dancing every Friday and Saturday night.
Those are all distractions.
I was just eating.
You were focused. That's good.
That was it.
Yeah, no, definitely. And how'd you meet Jeff Leary?
Jeff Leary. Well, I was
just him being a client, or
other than the professional relationship with me, trying to keep him out of jail every other week, and trying to explain to him stay away from the zoos. I met Jeff Leary through mutual friends, and I can't. He was friends with friends of mine, and we have a close knit group of people that I affectionately refer to as the Coven. And the members of the Coven knew him. And I didn't know him. I didn't know Fall River Raw. And I watched it, and I was dying. I was like, they're swearing and laughing and talking about shit and piss and sex and drugs and rock and roll. I want some of that. And then he asked me to come on the show one time, and it was Leary is the female version of Rena, but without the level 5 sex offender status, right? Leary is like the Rena, but with a cock and balls.
Cock and balls.
Cock and balls. I like how you say that, Gilly.
Like cock and balls.
Cock and balls. I love how you say that, cock and balls.
I love that.
Cook and balls.
Cook and balls.
That sounds like a dinner. That sounds like a dinner.
Why you
Apparently, it could be.
I'm going to have the cock and balls with a side of chorizo.
fucking cock and balls? Like chorizo.
I want the cock and balls
You like
and bacaya
chorizo? You like
and
Portuguese chorizo?
I like chorizo. Yes,
I like chorizo.
I've dated my share of Portuguese guys.
Chorizo.
I like malasadas.
Malasadas.
I like pop sick with St. George cheese and butter. I like galant. I like a drink of galant.
Now this is turning into Gilly's Kitchen. That's going to be the name of this podcast. Is Gilly's Kitchen?
Does Gilly cook? Do you cook?
I love cook.
Is he a cook? Oh no, the wife is saying you don't fucking cook.
I fix the cook.
Hello. He fixes the bowl. That's all I got out of that. He butters the bread.
But I did a little bit of research also because I knew you were a lawyer. You're coming on the show, this and that. You mind if I go over a few cases?
No,
with you?
go ahead. This is wonderful.
Why you tell this
Are we
fucking
ready?
show?
So we all remember. Well, maybe you don't. I don't know. But we all remember Stella Liebeck, correct? The case of the girl that burned herself, McDonald's hot coffee.
In
and
her
she
lap.
She was
yes.
awarded $2.9 million.
She got a shit ton of money.
So back in the day, that was like a shock to the world.
A big case.
You know what I mean? And since then, there's been numerous frivolous lawsuits.
The Twinkie defense.
So I got a few here. I don't know if you ever heard of them or not, but they kind of, sparked my little.
They gave you a quiver.
A little bit.
Did you get a quiver?
So there was a class action lawsuit. Now, I didn't really know the terminology of what class action meant. I
Just
guess
10 or more people.
Yeah. So it's a group of people that
lawyers go out and solicit and say, hey, I think you guys got a lawsuit. Why don't you call us?
So the Subway footlong, I guess, was not 12 inches. It was 11 inches. and this class action lawsuit.
Gilly, who'd have thought an inch was going to make that much of a difference, Gilly?
What are you talking?
So they actually sued Subway, and they corrected it. So now everyone can enjoy the full 12 inches. But
Which is a little much for me. I'm a 6-inch chick. I'm not a 12-inch chick. I don't want anything over 6 inches, man. Listen, if 12 inches comes at me, you know what I say? Motherfucker, you're going to pay for this reconstructive surgery? I don't have time for that. No, I don't have time for 12 inches, Steve. This conversation is over.
it kind of went, it kind of went left when I wanted to go right. But the only ones
You invited me on.
in this lawsuit, though, the only ones that actually benefit from it was just the attorneys. 'Cause
Right.
The attorney fees were like $520,000.
Yes.
So,
That's what happens with class action lawsuits.
man. So I got another one for you.
Para que é que isso não isso?
It was a class action lawsuit over Subway only having 11 inches versus 12. Steve thought I wasn't going to take that anywhere. But
And
you know
that,
something.
and that was back in 2016. That was a recent case. It was only 5 years ago.
And Jeff Leary's at home going, someday it's going to be 4 inches. Someday it's going to be 4 inches. Yeah, exactly. So Jeff's home right now stretching it.
Isso não é justo. Vai.
Can I sue somebody for the 3 inches God gave me? Thank God I don't do those.
I got another case for you.
All right, he's got another
Here
one.
we go. So, two people from New York. All right. I'm going to throw up. So, two people from New York and one from Mississippi.
Don't be a spitter. Go ahead.
Oh my God.
Two people from New York
Well, I already don't like them.
and
fucking New
one
York.
from Mississippi sued Tootsie Roll Industries back in 2018. They claimed that the company was tricking the consumer because more than a third of the box of Junior Mints was empty.
Yes.
The judge dismissed the case. He wrote in a 44-page decision that
Beautiful.
that a reasonable consumer can expect some empty space.
In a box. Well, let me tell you something.
Did he expect that thing to be jam-packed with...
Let me tell you something. Not every box is empty, right? Gilly, I know you're going to back me up on this. A good box should always have room for more. No? No? Yes. Yes. A good box should always have room for more, Steve. In my experience. But if you try to put 12 inches
How did Subway and Tootsie Roll just...
in a box, I see a loss. If the
Oh my God.
if it's
Excuse
a small
me.
box,
Philomena said that Jeff Leary's pecker is useless.
Philomena, let me tell you one thing. I'm not taking that lawsuit on. I cannot represent you. But I know who can. The chicks suing over an inch.
All right. And Filomena?
Yeah. Philomena.
Filomena. So, last one I got for you, 2014.
Tenho uma prima chamada Filmana.
No, I hear you. Gilly,
Left field.
12 inches, empty boxes. What is this broken
No,
into?
4 inches, 6 inches.
4 inches, 6? Let me ask. Wife,
Hey.
4 inches, 6 inches? She says, not on your fucking life.
Hey, Steve
Liar.
tell you.
And
Steve tell
survey
you 12
says,
inches.
Gilly's a liar.
Hey, Steve tell you 12
Good night,
inches.
everybody.
Visualization.
All right.
Yeah.
So this is the last one. 2014. Shane Prowler from the Houston Fire Department. He's afraid of fire,
Oh.
but he works for the fire department. Anyways,
Was he not afraid of fire when he started and then became afraid of fire after?
I think they found out afterwards.
Okay.
But he was reassigned to an office position, so he wouldn't come in direct contact with what scares him, which is
Right.
fire.
Fire.
Which is, to me, it's laughable. But he wanted to remain on the fire suppression unit, which totally doesn't make sense to me because he's afraid of fire. But anyways, he claims his fear was a disability and that he was discriminated against because of his disability.
Right.
His case made it all the way to the Texas Supreme Court, which ruled there was no evidence of discrimination. Plaintiff lost.
How does that happen? How does that happen? Well, first of all, if you have a disability, they have to make reasonable accommodations. So he's afraid of fire. I guess
The fireman is afraid of fire.
well, that'll happen, though. Some firemen have PTSD afterwards, right? Maybe he wasn't afraid of fire when he started and then became afraid of fire later, right?
Probably got burned once or twice.
Right. So he has like a real fear of the fire, right? Because I'll tell you, I'm afraid of Gilly's 6 inches. That shit's, I know it.
Hey, Steve, Papa goes fogo tudo, sou mesmo com fireman.
I don't care, but that's going to cost you 50, okay, bro? That'll cost you 50.
Fireman.
Oh, firemen are
Guys, we're going to go to a really quick break. We're going to play a video of mine, and when we come back, I got just a few events for you, and then we're going to wrap it up.
That's perfect. I was dying.
Ok, let's go! Isso já está na hora de jogo de Benfica! Epa, esses babus estão falando agora para aí! Está calado, babus! Epa, merda com isto tudo! Já está na hora de Benfica! Oh, que é que o Rod desliga agora? Que diabo é isso? FaceTime! Isso que é FaceTime? Hello! Oh, mulher! Porquê estás chamando para mim? Para saber o que é que me... É, mulher, quantas vezes que eu tenho que dizer a ti para nunca chamar para mim quando está dando um jogo de Benfica? Eu já disse tanta vez para ti, nunca chamas para mim durante um jogo de Benfica. E estás chamando? Que porra é essa? E faz um FaceTime. Que FaceTime? Não sei o que é FaceTime. Isso agora é Benfica Time, ok? Não chamas para mim durante um jogo de Benfica Time.
That's hilarious. What was that?
That was a video I made. You know, I get bored in the car sometimes. I pull over and make
Mas boi
videos.
fica isto.
Anyways,
I
guys,
get some videos. It's why I'm never going to be president of the United
buddy.
States.
but I do want to thank Rena for being here this week. It was great talking to you. We had a lot of laughs. Again, if you need a good criminal defense attorney or family attorney or probate or anything to that effect,
We love car accidents.
you can see her
We
information
love
at the bottom of the
car
screen.
Accidents.
Yeah,
But
Like
before,
if you get rear-ended
774,
and you're supposed to get rear-ended by 12 inches instead of 11, I might be able to help you.
No.
But before we go, I just want to let everybody know of a few events that are coming up. We're going to be enjoying Butter Bingo this Saturday. It's going to be at White's of Westport. We're going to be filming a little bit, right? Make a quick video, take some pictures. You know, it's sold out. I apologize. They ran out of tickets. Great event. So we also do have the Fall River Children's Holiday Parade coming up December 4th. Still a little time before that, but just to let everyone know. Also, November 11th, we have the Veterans Day Parade. It actually runs straight down Bedford Street, starts on the corner of Bedford and Eastern Avenue, all the way down to the Battleship Cove, and I believe that starts at 1 p.m. And the last thing I got for you is the Arts and Crafts event on November 13th, and that's on Sullivan Drive.
Right, outdoor event right over there near the government center.
Awesome.
I had a lot of fun here
thank
today.
you very much. We're going to have to bring you back.
You guys
'cause
are
this was
hilarious.
awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Gilly,
prazer.
thank you. Helda, thank you.
Obrigado.
That's a Portuguese Realtor
Obrigado,
show brought to you
Portuguese.
by Empire
Buena, good
Hyundai,
life.
home of great service and great selection. Thank you guys, and God bless.
You would never think that Mike Tyson was brought up with Portuguese people, though. You would never think that.
No.
Exactly.
No. But, you know, again, the Portuguese community failed to acknowledge this. Here's Mike Tyson training to fight some of his biggest fights in a Portuguese gym with Mario Costa, training in New Jersey. The gym specially built for Mike Tyson to train, where he felt at home with his pigeons on the rooftop in New Jersey. Where was the community? Where was the newspapers? Where was the radios? Where was the interviews? Where was the information? We could have been there at that moment.
Tell them also the story about the car that Mike Tyson gave him.
Yeah, Bentley.
Bentley.
Yeah, Bentley. Left it there, abandoned it.